What up, nerds, and welcome back to Reforged Mafia. I'm your host, Lucky Hussar, and today I have for you a 3v3v1 in Mordor. It is a chaotic battle, it's a big mess. Strategic values go out the window. So, I hope you guys enjoy. We will get to the army comps real fast before this kicks off because it kicks off very fast. It is no playing around. So, for the first team, we have Rohan, Rune, and Arthedain over here on the right. And so Infix is going to be playing Rohan. He has the red shields of Erkenbrand. Very good bow and melee cav unit. He has some Riddermark skirmishers, some heavy cavalry. He's got Helmingas. Three. He's got two Helmingas and two Riddermark archers. He has some Erwin Shield Maidens. So they might flirt with you a little bit, knock you in the face with the shield, and throw an axe at you. So you don't want to mess around with these ladies. He's got some Riddermark Spearmen and Sons of Arrow, First Marshal's Bodyguard, and some more heavy cavalry, and some Riddermark Skirmishers. So you always need some bow cav. That's pretty much it for Rohan. Rune, I'll be playing Rune. I have some Eastron Hunters, some Loki Narim, the second tier archer unit that Rune can bring, some more Eastron Hunters, and some. I have a bunch of Eastron Warriors just for filler work. Loki Gamprim, the halberd unit that Rune can bring. They are AP and can still do some damage. They have pretty decent armor as well. I have Loki Flagrim, two units of those, which are AP as well. Some Eastron Warriors, more of them. I got three of those with the armor upgrades. I have the, let's see here, Varigad Mercenary Riders. So they are Bocav with some Eastron Clan Chiefs who are uh, 600 a piece for a cav, which is very cheap for a 10 charge value cav unit, and they are AP as well. I have chariots, which don't need too much explaining. You can either do well with these or waste your money completely. I have some Balkoth tribesmen. It's the lowest tier jab unit. There's only two tiers of jabs for Rune, but they are the lower tier. And some Camille's Chosen. And I have two more units of the cheap cav as well. So Cole will be playing Arthedain. I don't know what that green light is. He has Arthedain Men at Arms. He's got 3 units of those. He has Dunedain Peacekeepers. Arthedain Marksman. He's got 2 units of Arthedain Marksman. He's got some Arthedain Pikemen, a Ballista, Arthedain Gate Guards. He's got some Dismounted Knights of Anumnas. Very good infantry unit. Dismounted Air Knights, the 2-handed sword unit. The Dunedain Mounted Company, and some Royal Court of House Amleth. Is that how you pronounce the name? Yeah. So then a new mass gate guards. I know he has a hidden ranger unit in here as well. We won't get to the one-player team just yet. But for the second 3 army, or the second 3-player army, we have Josh playing as Khan. So he has some Neurod Windblades. They are a very good melee cav unit. Still pack a punch on the charge because they are a 1.3 speed cav, but they can still get cut down pretty easily if you zone them out and play them correctly. Varigad Rune Riders, the lowest tier cav unit for melee you can bring. They do not hold up so well. Nomadic Scouts, so they are a mobile axe throwing unit. Nomadic Raiders in the front here, some archers and some Varigad Bowmen, the second tier bowmen for Khan. Neuride Halberds, he's got 3 units of these guys. They don't pack the biggest punch, but they will hold your front line. And then instead of Josh deciding to bring the footmen, he is bringing some Varigad Warriors, which are higher in defense, and they have an anti-cav bonus with them. So he's got the full contingent of those guys. He's got some Neurad War Chiefs, the elite infantry for Khan, and they pretty much are elite with everybody else's. They can match up pretty well, and you do not want to charge these guys with cav because they also have an anti-cav bonus and will eat them for breakfast. He has some Varigite Cataphracts. The elite Lance Cav for Khan. He's got some Brotherhood of the Lance, which they have a high charge, but they do not hold up so well, and they're pretty fragile. And some Pneumatic Light Cavalry, which are all bow cavalry. So he's got 3 units of those. He Roman Mirkwood, playing by Roy Hannon. Hannon, yeah. So he's got some Theotar, the hybrid bow unit. They can also be used in melee and can hide anywhere. He's got some 3 Natar. Yeah, some more hybrid bow units. Some Hiri Lang, 2-handed sword unit that Mirkwood can bring. He has 2 units of these guys. Some heavy cav. Battle's about to get kicked off here. Hiri Pang. And some Thranduram Aaron. The low tier spear units that Mirkwood has. They are still good though. They are not low tier compared to other factions. He's got a catapult. Oh gosh, I butchered this name. Annually Nanwith? Nanwayeth? I can't say the name, guys. I'm sorry. They're elite. 2-handed weapon, spear type, chew you up and spit you out infantry. Some more Hiri Lang and some the name I can't pronounce on Cav. There. So yeah, for the third player playing on the second team, we have J Monster, who's playing him in Ladris. He's got some Eloquinga. He's got 2 units of those archers. There's that stinking green light again. I don't know what that is. He's got some Elitar mixed with some where are they? Elimakar. Elitar, Elimakar. A sword and board unit with spear units, a good hard front line. He's got some Nortino warriors mixed in with some Eladris sentries. He's got 2 units of those. He's got 2 units of these Eladris riders, which are an excellent bow cav, and J Monster plays them pretty good as always. He's got some Gwathi Rockdor. Very high elite Lance Cav and some Nortino Cavalry, which are the 2nd tier Lance Cav for Eladris, but they still cost $1,000, so 1,000 florins, I should say. So we will get on to the 1-player team, which is commanded by Master Blaster. His job in this battle is just to cause havoc. So he has Drake Broodlings going right at Eladris, mixed in here with some Ents and some Orc fodder, just for filler work, and then more Ents and cave trolls with some more Quindy bows. So yeah, so pretty much destruction going in everybody's direction. Got some skin changers, which I have never played against these guys before. Really cool. They have a big old axe, big old beards, big old bears. They're just big old grizzly men. Ents and cave trolls already getting in here on my infantry with some scouts. So it's like just goblins pretty much. Ents and more cave trolls going in Arthedane's direction with some more scouts and Orc fodder. So yeah, that's pretty much Master Blaster's job. We'll kick this back up here at 1 speed. Ents coming in here causing destruction. All ticked off that there's no trees around here at all. Cave trolls just being dumb. I guess the Ents got them to fight for him. And they're like, sure, we'll fight. The bears, though, coming in here, messing up my Eastron warriors and my Loki Narim. So they're getting out of there. They've only lost 2. I sent in my chariots, and they went from 30 to 15 in a matter of seconds. These skin changers got a hold of them good. Over here, not skin changers, cave trolls and Ents also doing the same thing to Mirkwood. taking out as many lives as possible. Drakes already broken, but it looks like they got a nasty charge off on these Elmacar and Elatar spears and shields. And Ent's also doing the same thing as well. Yeah, so just destruction all over the place. Khan, though, coming in here trying to help J-Monster out. J-Monster does not need his numbers shaved down anymore. He's already in Latris, so he needs his numbers. Skin Changers, though, taking a beating now. Heavy Cav for Mirkwood coming in here, taking care of these guys, but it's not going to be that easy of a task. And now I'm still having trouble defeating these guys, so I'm sending in the Valkov Tribesmen. So the lower tier Jav unit for Rune, but they're still very good. And not half bad in melee. Sorry guys, I had to drink some water here. We'll watch these guys get a volley off. See if they can do any damage. Even though the Ents and Cave Trolls have already taken significant damage, they're all bloodied up. I want to get rid of these Ents as fast as possible because they are destruction.
They have only half their men left.
Here we go. Can I get any? Come on. Throw your sticks. Go. What are you waiting around for? Jesus. Throw it. I guess they're not gonna throw. That's terrible. Just gonna stand around it. Maybe there's too many people in the way. Yeah, that's sad. Nope. I know they throw it at some point, but I don't know when they throw it. Which is weird. Just standing there. Oh well, sorry guys. I was wanting to see that volley, but Anfix coming in here with his cav, trying to take down a lot of Mirkwood archers. Some Aldeburg heavy cav came in here trying to take out these Harry Pang and these Hethir Itar hybrid. These guys aren't the archers, but they can also hide, and they wield two-handed axes, or 2 axes in each hand. So, yep. Yeah, 2 axes. I'm sending in some Etron clans chiefs, the lower tier cav for Rune. Not doing too much of a charge, and
Our brave warriors have killed our foe's general.
there goes
They have only half their men left.
The neutrals general, Black Riders, but it looks like they were able to get some charges off. And this is a unit that if you face them, which most of the time you won't because no one really plays as neutrals, if you face these guys, you want to zone them out and take care of them fast. Like, there is a good volley shaving off some HP of those Black Riders. Mirkwood about to get a charge off on my archers. Let's see if he can pull it off. No, that was not a good charge at all. And they break due to the fact that there is high numbers all over the place. So I think any unit would break from that. Archer volleys getting in here on Mirkwood. They need to spread out because they're like in this valley. And they pretty much have all sorts of hellfire coming on them all the time. J-Monster over here, he is moving his army closer to Mirkwood, gonna back them up because Arthedain is gonna back me up. Khan and Rohan, though, kind of just zoning each other out. Don't really know who's gonna commit. If I was Khan, I wouldn't want to commit up this hill. But Nortino cavalry and some they were fleeing from these Aldeburg heavy cavalry Gonna get a nice charge off on these Varigate bowmen. Actually, that was bad. That wasn't good at all. That was not a good charge. Let's see here. What is going on? I got my Varigate mercenary riders. They're trying to zone out these Theodatar. Maybe get a charge on them, off them as well. Wasn't bad, but they're shaking. They're gonna break soon, so I pull them out. Khan with all of their cavalry coming over here. These black riders are still getting in here. Everything they touch dies. It's like they're the Grim Reaper. It's like touch, dead. Just dropping them. So there's 2, 3. There's just one left. And they're gone. Finally, they're gone. So I think the neutrals are neutralized. That is it for Master Blaster, but he did his job. He caused havoc all over the place. And shaved off pretty much everybody's force except Rohan and Khan for the most part, due to the fact that they were the farthest away. These Brotherhood of the Lance getting in here, trying to get a piece of my Loki Narbrim, the 2nd tier archer unit for Rune. And yeah, you got to pull these guys out. You got to pull them out fast, like they are an archer cav, pretty much, because they do not hold up in melee that well. They're they have soft skin. They don't hold up, and you can see just being around all these archers and volleys coming in. They might not be aiming at them, but if an archer hits them, I mean, look at them. That was a healthy unit charging in, and now pulling out. They're already down to 29. Need to get them out of there. 28. So every time they're close to something, they die. Mirkwood's catapult, though, forcing me to press forward, and I'm gonna have to, because he has the artillery advantage. I need every piece of number that I can get, and I have to
we will leave nothing behind.
I have to
widows and orphans.
Shut up, dude. I have to march across this valley of archer death, and luckily though, Arthedain is right behind me, and yeah, gonna push over here, maybe try to outflank them. These Imladris riders, though, are not making for an easy task at all. They're gonna zone out these Arthedain cav, which is smart. So if we move over here, it looks like the cav battle has commenced for Rohan. These Windblades got a piece of something they didn't want to get a piece of. And they start out with, I think, 32 in a unit. Now they're down to 16, so all their HP is shaved off pretty much. And yeah, so there's not much these guys can do. I mean, they can still do quite a bit of damage, but as far as taking out a full cav force, that ain't going to be possible. And what I like to do with these Neurod Windblades is save them for the end game. So when the enemy has a lot of their cav HP shaved off, or has ran out of ammunition, then you send these guys in for your ringer. But until then, a smart player that knows these Windblades are a good target to take out will take them out. So yeah, here comes the floodgates here for Rune and Arthedain. Rohan still getting pieces of these archers, which is a good thing, because you don't want to mess around with Mirkwood's archers. These guys are broken. I don't know what these guys are doing. I guess they were just trying to shut these Elequinga up, but they didn't do a good enough job. Chariots coming in here. Let's see, what are they shooting at? Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of spread out, and don't really do much. They are all bloodied up from something. I can't remember really using these guys effectively this battle, though, so it's kind of a shame. But there was a lot of cav, a lot of archers, and well, like skin changers that will put a damper in your chariots. Yeah, Nurad light cavalry broken. So what they're trying to do is take full advantage of their archer might and send out 1 or 2 units to slow us up so they can still pick off these Loki Gamprim. And Eastron Warriors just trying to shave down numbers. And yeah, which is pretty smart. So we'll kind of fast forward it here till the fighting commences, until it's kind of a standstill for a little bit, but here we go. Yep, Rohan is still kind of playing the Count and Mouse game. And Khan decides to, if Rohan isn't going to push up, well, I'm just going to switch my attention to Rune, help my allies out, shave off some of these numbers on these halberds, which they are getting picked apart quite a bit. Over here on this side, I think Josh might have forgot about these Varigad Windriders. The low tier cavalry unit, there's only 17 of them left. They're wavering because they are surrounded, but I mean, I'd probably forget about them too because they won't really do much. So, yeah, ballista shot getting off. Let's see.
We have lost half our warriors.
They lost 1 artillery piece, but this catapult, they need to get firing because now they have some clear shots at Arthedain. But that ballistic coming in here hot. Let's see, what are these guys doing? Just kind of sitting out here, Loki flag rim. A nice shield and mace unit with some AP on them. More numbers coming in. Eastron Warriors gonna get a nice side charge off on these Hethir Itar, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the hybrid type unit. Brotherhood of the Lance. So yeah, they what are they down? 14? J-Monster, he got a piece of these Valkoth tribesmen and made sure that they weren't that effective. They are still pretty good in melee. Not as good as the Sapphire Bladesmen, I think that's what they're called. Those Sapphire Bladesmen are just nasty, but I couldn't afford them. So I got these Valkoth tribesmen instead. And what do they got? A little sickle? What is that? Well, they got all sorts of weapons. They got an axe and a little dagger. Gonna go and get a piece of these Here You Pang. And maybe stab him 1,000,000 times. My Camille's Chosen getting in here to fight off these Here You Lang. And yeah, very good. Camille's Chosen, very good unit. I have my general in here because they are so sturdy, and that way I can be more aggressive with my cav units. But now the fight for Rohan and Khan is taking place. Rohan has the better cav, I will say. They're more versatile, I think, and can do more. They also have more archer, or better archer cav. But as far as infantry, Khan has the better infantry on the ground. So they kind of even each other out. Yeah, they big old Count and Mouse game coming on the other side. Gwathi Rockdoor, though, coming in here with the red shield is going to get a piece of them. And that might not be pretty for the red shields. Hey, sorry guys, I had to make a quick edit there. But yeah, back to it. So Mfix is coming to save the day with his heavy cav, trying to take out these Gwathi Rockdoor. And so yeah, that is a pretty much a frontline engagement. Over here, you can see raining down. Oh my goodness. I didn't know it was that bad in the battle. Oh, that was a healthy unit of Loki Flag Rim. They're already wavering. They're shaken now. There's only 61 of them left. They start out with like 160, I think. Yeah. Burning arrows. Yeah, here comes Arthedain. raining arrows down, doing the same thing to the Eladris sentries. But here in the middle, the Nanwaith, whatever they're freaking called, I hate that name, are taking on the Anumnas Gate Guards, mixed in with some of my Eastron Warriors and some Halberds, some Arthedain Pikemen backing them up, some Camille's Chosen over here, and my Eastron Warriors are already shaken due to the fact that these arrow fires coming down. Rory Hannon is sending a depleted unit of Catapult because that Catapult is overrun. It's pretty much no good. So just to slow these guys up, and sure enough, a couple more volleys of arrows breaks those guys. So good job by Mirkwood. The front line for Rohan and Khan is still at a standstill, but it looks like Khan is going to win this due to the fact that they have halberds, they have more reach, and they are better quality troops. But over here on the right Khan's flank, the Shield Maidens are giving the halberds a run for their money, and with the backed up with Sons of Earl, I'd get them out of there though, because you don't want to have your calf sitting there with halberds too long. And here come the Nurad War Chiefs about to clean shop. Let's see, what's these over here? Some more Riddermark Spearmen. Victory seems certain. But they are going against Varagak Bowmen, so not the most glorious thing to fight. Yeah, as soon as... how many guys these guys got left? 3 Wind Blades left, so they're pretty much off the board. They're getting picked apart with Archer Fire anyway, so they won't last long. But yeah, I'm sorry guys, my phone was going off. Jesus. Anyways, back to the battle. Sorry about that. No point in editing it out, it's too much work. Yeah, so trying to get back here to Imladra's back lines. Mirkwood was the front line. Imladris is the back line, and it looks like it's not going in Imladris' favor. These Imladris sentries are down to 37 going against the Dunedain Peacekeepers, which the Dunedain Peacekeepers should win that, but they are backed up with the dismounted Fornas Aaron Knights, the two-handed sword unit, and some dismounted Knights of Inuminas, so that's probably why it says defeat seems certain. Some Elitar in here, and Elemakar. These guys aren't really fighting, but yeah, I'd push them in there. But yeah, the Camille's Chosen taking on the Elemakar. The balance of force is evenly matched, but here comes some pikemen being ready to change those stats. Elemakar still out here, just a nasty battle. And yeah, but if you look up here on the ridge, J-Monster has a perfect view of Cav, just raining down arrows. Cole needs to do a better job of getting these guys around, maybe taking the long way around, have some healthy numbers and coming over the hill to charge. But yeah, they're just going straight in to Archer Fire, and that wasn't a very good charge at all. I over here have flanked around my archers, just trying to get a piece of these halberds. Anything I can at this point. And luckily, Archers does not see mine because they had a perfect angle just to wipe a bunch of archers out. I think what I do is aim for these guys. And their aim is way off. Jeez. So yeah, the front line for Imladris is, well, it says victory seems certain even with these Camille's Chosen in here. Then the Camille's Chosen says victory seems certain, so who knows? Let's just throw stats out the window. Yeah, it's due to the fact that there's all these Arthedain troops at the bottom here. And over here surrounding this catapult. So yeah, Mirkwood is pretty much off the board. They pretty much got like 30 troops left. And Imladris is running on last leg as well. I wanted to get rid of these archers because they had a perfect shot. I mean, for all these troops. So I just send these depleted units of archers to come and fight these guys. Khan though looks like they are chasing back Rohan, and you got the war chiefs taking on Riddermark archers. That's just sad. Helmingas trying to face these Very God Warriors, but they're broken, fighting to the death. These red shields and First Marshal's bodyguard getting in here and trying to finish up, but they need to go after those archers and shut them up. Let's see what's up here on this ridge. Some Riddermark archers. I would not want them to get tangled up with these war chiefs. Even if they shot them point blank, it's not going to really do much damage. I mean, these guys are just tanks. They are the unit you want your general in, because they tend to stay alive the longest. But yeah, so and Ladris kind of running on a last leg right now. They are broken. So due to the fact, I wouldn't say so much the fire arrows, but pretty much the cav and the numbers and the loss of their whole army is why they break. These guys are about to break. They are wavering already. But it says victory seems certain, which is weird. Yeah, stats are out the window. Cole, he just doesn't care, I guess. He's just lighting ballistas off like crazy, hitting his own men. So, yeah, everything's out the window. Nothing works.
Our foe is broken.
Yeah, so that's pretty much Rohan
Hunt them down.
at the moment. Rohan does, though, have archers and like a shield maiden unit and stuff. But once these Riddermark archers get in touch with the war chiefs, they're not gonna last long. They break. So that's all she wrote. So yeah, we'll fast forward it till we engage, because I think what Khan does is go on top of this hill and kind of get a better defensive stance.
Now his men will fear us.
So here we go. What is this? Khan archers routing. So pretty much all Khan has left is some AP Neural Halberds and some Neural Warchief Retainers, which are both AP. So, and yeah, I would rather have Neural Warchief Retainers than almost any other infantry unit in the game. I think it's just because I'm so comfortable with them, but they are a very nasty unit. And all for the, I guess, low price of 1,300. To me, that for these guys, that's a good price for these guys. 1,300 is a good price, or it might be 12, but I feel like it's 13. So yeah, even if it was 15, it'd be a good price. So don't complain about how expensive it is. Yeah, here comes some Riddermark Spearmen about to just get their heads chopped off by the war chiefs. They don't play around. They are shaken, wavering, and do they break? Yes, they break. Just like that. Whatever, you gotta commit everything when you go against those guys. See some halberds down here mixed in with some Varigad bowmen, I think. Yep. And that was probably not the best play. He turned him around at the last second. He needed to just stand there and defend that charge. But now these guys are already shaken. And you have some red shields and bodyguard coming down to get a solid charge on those halberds. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All that's left is just these war chiefs. And like the same thing that happened here, they were going to engage and maybe get a charge off, and they turn around at the last second, and that's not good. I mean, these war chiefs can have a pretty nasty charge if you do it right. What's this guy doing? He's charging the wrong way. That's a cool sword, though. I love Kumul's chosen armor. Like, everyone's gold, but they're silver. Silver's better than gold. At least I think it's more expensive. I don't know. But yeah, we'll fast forward it here, because this is the only unit left, and it still says victory seems certain for these guys. But like, this is how you take care of the war chiefs. You dogpile them. That's what you do. And then like, it might still give you a victory seems certain. The balance of force is even. That is funny. But yeah, they'll die. But that's pretty much what it
Our
takes. I
most
mean,
worthy warriors have captured the enemy general.
they're just a
Give the full
nasty,
account,
nasty
but
unit.
make sure he doesn't want for wine while we
So yeah,
slaughter his
that is the
army.
game. So yeah, it was a cool battle. Um, very different. He had that Master Blaster all in by himself. He had the Ents and Cave Trolls and the Black Riders and what are the Skin Changers. So all those cool kind of units to show off and how much damage they can actually do. Um, especially when they caught everybody like literally off guard. We thought he was gonna like do something a little different, but not just charge straight out. Oh, excuse me, and just blast everybody. Which is why I guess he is a Master Blaster. Anyways, um, I did not get very many kills. Neither did Cole. I mean, we went up against the elves and then like 8 Ents and 8 Cave Trolls. So, I mean, that was just bad. But Infix really pulled it through for us. He got a lot of the chap off the field, getting almost 2,000 kills, almost as much as Master Blaster. So Infix pretty much got the most kills. We won't count Master Blasters because he had the Ents and Cave Trolls, and they're just made to get tons of kills. Josh coming in second though, he had 1,800 kills. Used Khan very well going up against Rohan, and also he was getting pop shots off on Rune myself as well. And then the elves kind of had a tough time. I mean, they only deployed with 1,500. I deployed pretty much twice as more, or my army was as big as pretty much both the elves combined. So when those drakes and ents and cave trolls hit those elven armies, it really, really hurt them because they needed the numbers. So yeah, good game to everybody. It was a cool concept, and maybe you guys will give it a try sometime. Have one guy just go ham on everybody, and then see what's left over. But yeah, thank you for coming, and I'll see you again.